It's time. Oh boy. I spent a couple of days not doing much. I thought I was gonna play something other than Deltarune to take a break, but I just can't stop thinking about it. And of the few things I tried to watch, people brought up like spoilers for the weird route. I'm gonna keep calling it Snowgrave, but you know. So I decided, hell with it. I'll just do it now so I can see what everyone's speculating about, because I am curious. And I think I needed a couple of days because I started thinking about Chapter 5 and Flowery and the others, and it's just so goddamn sad. It's really well executed. I'm amazed that it managed to make me cry, especially when I re-examined everything. It's quite heartbreaking, honestly. It's like the first moral dilemma in the game, because I realize now that although everything Flowery says makes sense, there is no solution to the dilemma he presents. Like, even leaving the Flower King Dark World intact and sealing the Castletown fountain instead isn't gonna work because of what Ralsei said about pure darkness. Which, I'm not entirely sure how that works, but we can see that every Darkner brought to Castletown doesn't petrify. The same would probably not be true in Flower King. And of course, they would wither and die if they were in the Dark World for an extended period of time. Not to mention, Flower King is such a prominent location that it would be hard to keep the Dark Worlds a secret at that point. Although there is the question of how exactly do they keep the closet in the school a secret? How didn't someone discover it? But that's more plausible. So yeah. I have to say, there's a line from Flowery that's gonna haunt me, which is when Ralsei says you can't just pretend to be something you're not. And Flowery responds, "Oh? Mind explaining to them why that's a bad thing, Ralsei?" Something to that effect. I might be paraphrasing. But I get the implication that Flowery knows the true nature of Ralsei. And so he's trying to imply that Ralsei is lying about what he is. Which I have to say, it's really... This is just all my speculation, I guess, before I do Snowgrave, but... Oh man, it's so weird to see 5 shadow crystals in the bottom right. I just realized. But thinking about that line from Flowery, it makes me realize how strange it is that Ralsei was all alone in a dark world in the school closet in a completely empty kingdom with absolute knowledge of the prophecy and how dark worlds work. To the point where it almost feels like Ralsei was specifically put in that circumstance so that he could be considered the prince and be one of the 3 heroes of the prophecy. Who or what put him there, I don't know. That's one of the big mysteries to me. I don't trust him. The other big mystery is obviously, what the hell is Chris doing and why? Yeah, those are all my thoughts about that. I guess one last thing I want to say is that Flowery might be one of, if not my absolute favorite character so far. Like, I get the idea that he's like this perfect illusion. Like, he can't actually live up to all of his ideals. He can't really do anything. But if he could, like, imagine if Flowery was in place of Ralsei somehow as a hero of the prophecy. And so he could realize everything he believes in. He could use his inflated stats and actually defeat the knight. If he was destined to, maybe. Although that's one horrifying thing. Can the knight just ignore the game mechanics of the Dark Worlds? Is that what the knight does in Chapter 3 if you beat it? By the way, I didn't realize the icon for Chapter 3. It has lines so that it has teeth like Tennis Smile. But after you beat it, the lines are removed and it becomes the knight's smile. And late night is a pun. Late night TV and the knight arrives late. That took me ages to realize. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Flowery is a beautiful example of pure heroism. I can't believe how much I grew to like him by the end of this chapter. Okay, that's enough rambling about stuff that has nothing to do with what I'm about to do, which is... Honestly, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Last time on Snowgrave, we ended off with Noelle looking forward to seeing us. Which, there was a call from Carol where that was heard. And I don't know what exactly we did to Noelle. People have been speculating that we're gonna... When I say we, I mean the players controlling the soul are going to take direct control of Noelle herself. Which kind of makes sense if the Thorn Ring puts her in a trance, I guess, and makes her more suggestible. This is not gonna be a nice date. I wonder what the hell the festival's gonna be like. Okay, let's just get this started. I can skip this. It's the same as the Chapter 4 Legend, where it's way more somber compared to the initial. Oh, right. I have to go here. Let's see. Oh, that's a great start. Ugh. I believe I talked about the instance. Chris? Chris, are you feeling alright? I didn't think this would auto-advance. I know it is the weekend, but you've not left your room all day. The festival was today, you know? The sun is going down now. Really? If you get up now, you could still see the parade. Chris, at the very least, you should eat something. There's some honey toast on the table downstairs. I made it for you. Well, I will be downstairs reading. I know it has been difficult without your brother, but well, no one can make you get out of bed, honey. Are you sure about that, Toriel? Because... oh my god, Chris is completely unresponsive. Oh, I see. Oh, I have to mash. Come on, Chris, let's get this over with. I'm already extremely uncomfortable with this. Oh, and Chris is so slow. 7 out of 20 HP. Huh. Wonder why I have the bandage still. I don't remember the details of that. Oh. Okay. Right. Just trying to remember what I did. No, Chris is shaking a little when I move. We have the thank you with the red pixel. That can happen in chapter 4. I said as much in one of my previous videos. It was the last video of my chapter 4 playthrough where I did Snowgrave. And I saw the ending, skipping over almost everything in the dark world of chapter 4 because there are basically no differences. But one difference was you can, instead of trying to picture the knight or Susie, you can picture Noelle and you see the pixel and it says thank you. And Chris doesn't even want to describe anything. Sweet, the sun is setting. The festival's almost over. Why do I feel like going in front of the mirror is gonna be unpleasant? That would have been a good place for something really creepy. I was also wondering if that bud on the cactus would be different here, but I guess not. I'm actually uncomfortable being in the bathroom like that. Yeah, there's not gonna be anything. I forgot I was also fighting everything that I could on my Snowgrave playthrough. Sorry, Tenna, but... Chris, are you alright, sweetheart? You should eat something. There's some honey toast on the table for you, alright? Maybe some festival games might cheer you up? I'm sure Susie would love to play with you. I can't eat the toast, can I? Come on, Chris. Things are only gonna get worse. At least enjoy the toast. It's like one of the few good things before. Oh, the lighting is totally different. Hey, took you long enough. You trying to sleep through the festival or something? Noelle's waiting for you. At the beach. She, told me to get you. Yeah, we already kind of hung out. Well, guess you gotta go. I just saw Chris's shadow and I realized this is probably where the final correct answer from the ARG with the emails is from. Because Chris had a shadow in that exact direction. It's totally the path to the lake, isn't it? I already feel immense dread. Hey, wait a sec. You wouldn't... I mean... You wouldn't want to see the festival first, would you? Yeah, I saw everything with Noelle, but like... I still want to see how you'd react to stuff, too, you know? Come on, it'll be fun. That's an unpleasant rendition of the festival theme. Yeah. Everyone's over there to see the festival king and queen. It's lame, right? I mean, like... Why's it gotta be a king and a queen? Whatever we are, it's cooler, right? Right? Not in a weird way, you know? Royalty schmoyalty. We rule the festival right now, right? I can't walk any further, I see. Doing the king and queen vote thing with Noelle was fun. I put down me and her, plus some extra epic drawings. See, I used the green pen for my radioactive breath. She voted before I saw hers, though. She was like super excited to write it. Huh. Oh, I can actually move around at normal speed now. Everything smells nice, right? Come on, smell it, Stinky. Flowers are boring. You'll change your tune eventually, Susie. Hey, check this out. Or else they showed me how to make this wimpy crap. Yeah, it was stupid anyway. Looks like your dad's in there. Guess we don't need to hang out with him. Wait, isn't this actually around the time Chris would open the fountain? No, it's probably before that because all this stuff wasn't here. The trash can was right here. So I guess that might still happen. Blake's over there, so I'll go here first. Oh hell, Chris, you're not gonna believe this. Free rolls, and honey packets, and butter. Margarine, whatever. That's like basically a good sandwich. Ketchup, salt, water. That's free tomato soup. We're living in luxury. Bon appetit, right? I have to say from her line earlier, it's very charming that Susie loves Godzilla. Okay, now the face on this stupid sign and how creepy it is for some reason. Feels more appropriate, maybe. I actually get to see the whole thing. Oh yeah, me and Noelle rode this. She didn't even look out the window, though. The whole time she was just resting her head on my shoulder. Dude, my heart was beating like crazy. I don't get how she was so calm. Anyway, you want to ride the wheel? I mean, sure. You can have this, Chris. It's the least I could do. Alright, I call shotgun. Call shotgun on what? Hey, Chris. Everything good? You just seem kind of... Whoa, wait a sec. Chris, did you feel that? Earthquake! Damn, that was close. We almost... Oh hell, it's the aftershock. See? Knew that'd make you laugh. Hey, sit over on my side. The view's better. The view of you being in a headlock, idiot. Hey, stop pretending to snore. What am I to you guys, a big pillow? Don't nod. Guess that's about it, huh? That was pretty fun, right? Susie's a great friend. There's a reason that when I said that I trust and respect Flowery more than the actual heroes of the prophecy, I excluded Susie from that. Why is Sans still here? Sans, do you know what's going on, or... Hey, are you the ice cream stand? Nah, that's next to me. What are you, then? The ice cream Sans? Huh, okay, can we get some ice cream? Can you fill out this card? Whatever. What do I put on it? Just draw you and your friends on it. That way I can give you a discount. Alright, whatever. Here, me, Chris, and Ralsei. I know he can't use it, but I gotta put him on. Thanks. I thought Susie depicted Noelle as the third person before. I guess it's worth mentioning, I did hear some people bring up that Susie's scribble that she hands off to Sans might be the thing we find in that one secret room in Undertale that everyone was speculating about. where you find the key to that room in Sans' room, which is a whole thing. I had no idea that existed for the longest time. But yeah, there's specifically a drawing of 3 people you don't recognize, poorly drawn. And it says, "Don't forget." I think it's a pretty compelling connection, personally. I wonder if it'll become any more obvious later. Or more meaningful, perhaps. So when do we get some ice cream? Whoops. I don't have any. What do you mean you don't? But the stand will after it finishes churning. In the meanwhile, why don't you take this? You got the bread. Bread? Why do you have this? To make ice cream sandwiches. Huh. It's kind of a good idea. Guess I gotta wait until the ice cream's done. Lucky to the beach, though. You know, when you want to go. To actually get a... yeah. Bread. A loaf of bread. Tends to leave crumbs wherever it goes. What? Is there something to that, Sans? Are you gonna follow me? That's what I'm thinking right now. This house, it's pretty new, right? I don't really remember what was here before, though. That's interesting. That's a unique line to this, isn't it? Dude, Demi left all her art crap. Let's draw in her sketchbook. Hey, what? Her art's like crazy good. Man, even she's like good at stuff, huh? I mean, I think both statements are true and good. I guess I'll be nice to Susie. Like, I guess if there were options to be mean, but this is completely different to the usual festival, so... yeah? I mean, it'd be stupid if you didn't. I guess Temmie can live, for now. Damn, no one's home. Even this one's empty. Damn, that annoying lazy guy isn't even here. Yeah, I am. I'm just lying down conspicuously out of view. The hell are you doing that for? Eating raisins face down on the floor. Can't really blame him for that. What do you mean, Susie? Why aren't you in the ice cream stand? Can't really eat ice cream face down on the floor. Damn, I hate when he's right. Why do I feel like this is its own progression of enjoying some fun before the sun goes down? Like what Toby said actually applies to this as well. But oh boy, when the sun goes down, I have no idea how dark it's gonna get. If you get what I'm saying. Dude, now that Noelle's not here, we should totally get a hose and fill that cup. No further plans. Dude, stop making that further plans face. Okay, wait, is the ice cream... The ice cream will be ready later. Take it easy, okay, kid? Oh, I completely neglected to comment that, that weird blue bird that looks like a lily of the valley, that in Undertale, its only equivalent is a freaking goner. It was blocking us from talking to Onion Sun, and now it's selling, I think, takoyaki was the name of the food. And Susie tried one and said it tasted like raw onion. Wait a minute. Hey, they got free lemon slices here. Check this out. First you get a bunch of free lemon slices, then you squeeze them in free lemon water, add some free sweetener, then you got like free lemonade. Cool, right? We got that for free. The stand was kinda weird. There wasn't anyone at it today? Maybe just closed early? Beats me. Well, that's even weirder. I thought Susie was just gonna talk about the takoyaki, but... Point is, there's something insidiously creepy with that NPC, and I'm almost certain that... There's some chance that Onion-san was onto something, and that fucking thing stopped them from getting to the bottom of that sound from the deep. Not to mention, the other NPC that has a goner equivalent was here. Hey, purple water. You know we gotta sip that. Wait, stop. It's all like, fuzzy. Oh, I get it. Dude, no. I don't know what the hell this is. That's why you're here, to explain. Great, you didn't know either. You could just say that next time, instead of staring into my eyes. Sure. I won. Same thing. Yeah. I'm curious to see all the variations on the choices during the festival, because it is charming, it is fun. Stop looking at books, it's the weekend. I think that might be the same line. Huh? Man. Even Ralsei was acting kinda weird today. Guess he was just worried you slept in. I asked if he wanted me to do anything, and he was like... He just got quiet and shook his head. Anyway, let's see him later, after other stuff. Yeah, I wonder about that, because Ralsei's dialogue changed. I think I had that on video in Chapter 4. He says something about... If we tried to do something differently from the prophecy, who knows if it won't turn out worse. I get the feeling that Ralsei is aware of what's happening in the light world somehow. He must be losing his damn mind now. Because things have gone really far. Wait, move your foot. Dollar coin on ground alert, idiot. I can get gummy monsters on my ice cream. So, Noelle, she did something kind of funny earlier. I said I didn't have any cash for food, and she took out like a roll of bills, probably like hundreds of dollars. What? And just held it out to me, smiling. I mean, I don't know if I've ever even seen that much money. I didn't take it. I said some cheesy stuff like, man, you could get 100 grape sodas with that. I don't know why, it just felt so weird. If you had $5, I'd expect you to buy me stuff. But I guess same back if I had $5 too. That is weird. Why would she do that? I kind of forgot that she's rich. You look at her house and yeah. It's a frickin' mansion, honestly. That feels like an important detail, but I don't know how to read into it. Oh, I didn't even consider... Rudy? Hey, dude. You okay? Shouldn't you be at the king and queen thing? Me? Huh. No. I still got some lights to finish up here. You sure, man? Susie, it's better you learn sooner than later. Holidays are always full of surprises. Good surprises? Depends on which holiday. Huh. Huh. One thing I didn't realize in the moment, I mean, I basically thought, oh no, Rudy's gonna die. But falling down in Undertale terms is not physically falling to the ground, which you might think. It's basically being on a deathbed. Like, that's what happens before a monster turns to dust, so... damn it. And like I realized with Flower King, it's before Chris would have opened the Dark World, so I guess it's also before Rudy would have fallen. It's a hell of a cliffhanger. Like, nothing shocking happened in the last moments of Chapter 5, but there's a lot of stuff up in the air. Dude, what's your favorite horror movie? Deltarune right now, I guess. Bet you like the one with the creepy doll. Huh? Your brother never wanted to watch them. What was he like? Ooh, I'll make the popcorn. And just never came back? What, was I right? I mean, Noelle loves scary movies. Didn't watch any with her. Hey, it's all good. I'll teach you. You're buying the tickets, though. Huh. Be pretty funny to see you get jump scared, but we can't go in there. We're banned. I was feeling like the eyeball grapes or whatever. And I'll just put her hand in the bowl and started holding mine. Yeah, they banned us for that. Sucks. It's kind of funny. Nothing scared her at all. Even me. Huh. So I guess a lot of that played out the same way. But I can't imagine they had their romantic moment at the... Oh, you can go back here. I didn't even realize that. Is there a back door? Huh. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do. Oh, I guess I can fill a bit of time by saying I've been listening to Flower Man on loop for a while, and looking into it, that's one of Camellia's tracks. No wonder I love it so much. The lyrics kick ass. I can't help but wonder if Toby gave it lyrics, not just because it would be really effective in the moment, but also because people love giving songs without lyrics for some reason. I've never enjoyed it because it's just awkward to me. If a song was written without, well, a track was written without lyrics in mind, why do that? It just seems wrong. I think the other Camellia track was for the super boss of Chapter 5. I'm actually really nervous. Alright, done with the festival? Cool, I wasn't either. I just remembered. Since I've spent time examining stuff, can we at least get ice cream before the horror? How can it be that much worse than last time? I feel like we crossed... I even titled the video Point of No Return, because that's how I felt. Like, that's it. Noelle knows everything that happened was real. She basically knows that some force is controlling Chris and pushing her for some reason. Oh. Okay then. Enough stalling. That's the thing, I still can't entirely blame myself for going down this route because it's there, I want to know. I don't think any player should feel genuinely guilty for exploring content within a game that was obviously meant to be played. But, it's still weird because I don't know why I'm even doing this. That's part of the reason, actually. How can I feel guilty when I'm just morbidly curious? And I'm wondering, what is all of this crazy stuff gonna amount to? Okay, then. I gotta go wait for the ice cream, so... Oh, I see. That's why you can't get it. Guess I'll see you later, huh? Chris, I'm not good at saying this stuff, but even if we didn't really do anything, it was nice seeing the festival with you and stuff. I know me and Noelle are getting kind of close, but you're still a big deal to me, too. So, cheer up, okay? See ya. Oh, I can't move Chris. Oh, fade to black. Yeah, this is the freaking screenshot Toby gave some people. When will it happen again? Where will it take place? Where will it take place? The answer was the lake. Oh, the lighting. Oh, the contrast with what a pleasant sight Noel usually is. It's almost like seeing Ram half petrified in the S-rank room right before you get the shadow mantle. And that's actually adjacent to this, so... Chris? I know. What do you know? I don't know what I'm doing. What do you know? I know you wanted to deny it. I did too, at first. But eventually, we're going to have to face the truth. This effect again. Yesterday, when everything happened, that's one way of putting it. Every cell in my body was screaming at me to run away. That if I stayed by your side any longer, you were going to drag me down with you. Drag me down somewhere no one is supposed to go. And you know what terrified me the most about that? I think I want that. What was she whispering everything until this line? I think that's what parentheses means in this game. Oh, what? Why is it fading again? Oh, what is this version of this track? Since Des left, all I've been doing is just been marching down my path, staying quiet, getting good grades. It feels like I've just been watching myself through glass. Watching someone else move me through my life. That's why I want... Oh. Well, that instrumentation completely changes the mood of... even if the notes weren't messed up to begin with. That's why I want to do something crazy. That's why I want to break free. But I can't. I couldn't. Because I'm just Noel. A Noel that has to do Noel things. Just like Chris has to do Chris things. But Chris, you changed. Oh. Oh God. Don't look at Chris like that. No, oh God. Chris, you actually changed. All of these sprites are awful. You found out how to stop being Chris. What a way to say that. And you're very right. and no one else has noticed. Because they don't want to. They don't want to see how interesting you are now. It's a really crazy look. What have I done to Noelle? They'll just keep marching down the same path. Without even thinking where it goes. It almost sounds like she's talking about the prophecy, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't know about that. From that point of view, I am very curious what this is all gonna amount to, like I said before. Chris, being around you is changing me, too. Chris, when I cast Snowgrave, I felt stronger than I have in my entire life. I know, it's horrible. It's horrible to say that, but I have to remind myself Birdley is still comatose? Question mark? And I could technically leave him in that state and not do this? And leave Noelle in denial? Which is also kind of messed up in its own way. Why are there several different ways to do this route? Still thinking, once the game is complete, are there gonna be only 2 routes? Is there only gonna be one ending? I don't know. There are just too many variations on this, and I'm still thinking about the Twisted Sword. I'm not gonna have an opportunity to make the Twisted Sword, or even get the Thorn Ring back, am I? Chris, if it's you telling me to, I can do anything. If you tell me to, I can do things that are impossible. Things no one else can do. So, why don't we do it? Why don't we do something crazy? Like what? That was in the Dark World. What are we gonna do here? Tell me. Tell me to grow wings. And let's fly out of this stupid town. To somewhere no one has ever been before. The other side of the lake? We always wanted to see what was there, didn't we? The 4 of us, when we were kids. Chris, let's go there. You'll tell me, won't you? If you tell me to, I can do anything. So, tell me, Chris. The words I've been waiting to hear. I mean, I've come this far. I'll have to pick proceed every time I see it, but... what are we gonna do? I don't... proceed. Freaking sound. Again. The water's nice, isn't it, Chris? I'm wincing, I want to let you know that. Chris, don't hesitate. Haha, it's colder than I thought. What the hell is that sound? Oh, I have no more options. Chris, don't let go of my hands. Just keep walking. Chris, just keep walking. Chris. Chris, oh. Oh, that's fast. Chris, you can still hear me, can't you? Chris, keep saying it. Chris. Oh, the box is getting red. Chris. Say it. I can barely make that out. Huh? Insert chapter 7? Side B? What the fuck do you mean chapter 7? I didn't even do chapter 5 there. Oh god, that's the most fucked up thing. Somehow. That's it? Wait, I just saw my Steam overlay. Am I still recording the game? Yeah, I am. I wonder how that's gonna show up on... My heart rate is... very high. That was... What did I say a moment ago? How could it be any worse than chapter 4's route? Wait. Side B. I've heard that actually as a way of referring to Snowgrave, aka the weird route. So is Side B the canonical name of it? The droning sound of the chapter select somehow really suits that. Just like I had to struggle to get Chris out of bed, I had to struggle to do whatever the hell Noelle wanted to do, which I don't even understand. It kind of felt like she was in control there. I can't imagine that they drowned. Wait, so you're telling me we need to wait until chapter 7 to see the conclusion to that? What the I have to say, once Deltarune is over and done with, I think Toby should try making some horror games, because that's... all of this shit is incredibly effective. I still remember the moment of Noelle asking, Chris, why are you wearing my watch? It's haunting. The last few sprites of them right before they're fully submerged in the water really made me uncomfortable. I noticed that the screen was fading to white. I think I had to be quick before that happened. I can't wait to see how other people are gonna react to that, because what the fuck? I'm actually speechless. No, they couldn't have died, because that would just be the ending. I wouldn't get the equivalent of to be continued in chapter 7. That screen looked like a CRT. What's that supposed to imply? Well, I got my shocking cliffhanger. But it's not going to be resolved when Chapter 6 releases. Holy crap. Well, what more do I even have to say? Nothing really. I'm racking my brain, but I'm gonna have to process all of that first. I guess I can talk about the channel since this is gonna be the end of the playthrough. I can't think of much else other than like minor things I missed, maybe. I do kind of want to... I guess I could say this before I play Chapter 6 whenever that releases. I'm gonna replay Chapter 5. I'm gonna get every single pink coin so I can get 3 items from the flowers. And I'm gonna try to do as well as I possibly can. I wanna see just how hard flowery can be if whatever that adaptive difficulty thing hasn't triggered yet, so winning on the first attempt. And I'm gonna try not to use any items as well, just to make it even more interesting. Yeah, let me see one thing, though. Yeah, I'll have to skip through this again. Empty. Oh, there were no save points at any point in that. So am I gonna have to do that again when Chapter 7 releases? I don't mind. It's hard for me to tell exactly if Noelle just went crazy from the trauma, or if the thorn ring is making her think and act like that, or... Just nothing about that is right. But it's kind of incredible. And I'm happy it's in the game. It makes things so much more interesting. Does that horrible outcome somehow fulfill the prophecy the same way as it is written? But technically, we'd only have 2 heroes unless Ralsei shows up in Chapter 7, Side B, and witnesses that. I'm gonna get completely lost in speculation, so I think I'll say some last things about the channel, because I just spoke of Deltarune moving forward, but I think one of the things I want to do next is a progression of arcade action games. Third-person arcade action games, to be a bit more specific. It's 3 games. I'm not sure how soon I'll do them. I'll give myself an indefinite amount of break time. I'm confident that I can do 2 of them the way I want to. And the third one I have yet to master, so hopefully I play enough of it by the time I get around to it. And maybe I'll just play the 2 and then do something else. Who knows? Well, enjoy your nightmares. I might have a nightmare or 2 about that and how it's gonna go, because that genuinely disturbed me. And, for the last time for Chapter 5, thank you for watching.